My name is Alyssa Judkins, and my affiliation with student loan debt is that I currently have a lot of it in my own name.
Mensch, and I have a significant amount of student loans. I transferred from a school where for full price, it was 61 grand a year. So I was there for 1 year, and I accumulated more student debt from that 1 year than I will with the next 3 years at a state school for me.
Hey, I'm Maria Gillis, and I don't have personal experience with student loans.
My name is James, and I am a student at Keene State College, and currently I am acquiring massive student loan debts that I will pay off for the rest of my life.
Rising cost of higher education affects me personally because it's getting harder and harder for me to take out the amount of money that I need to pay for school and get approved for all those loans.
The rising cost, it affects me in a way that I think higher education is becoming less important.
Well, I know it affected me when I was choosing a school because I had to choose something more in-state because of how expensive it was.
Well, I consider myself to have a pretty high standard of what I want my life to be, and I worry that the money that I could be spending on both personal and professional development, the money I could be spending on those is going to be spent repaying my student loans.
Cost of higher education affects those around me because my mom has to co-sign on all of my loans, and I have a lot of siblings, so it's hard for them to get approved too once we keep adding debt.
Also, the people that were paying for my tuition, a lot more difficult for them to feel comfortable with the raising costs of college.
Working with people that shouldn't be on your level that are because they have enough money.
Long-term effects of the rising cost of higher education is that those who are on the fence and thinking about going to college are being scared off by the sticker price, and that it's going to be really hard for a lot of people to pay back all of their debt.
So we're going to see a division of the classes even further than what we've seen so far.
So people are really unsure of whether they want to go to school or not, especially grad school. And I think that people are less likely to go to school because they don't have that money, and even if they do go to school, they come out knowing that they just have a loan to pay off for the rest of their life, and they're not going to get a good job or a job that they may want.
So I think we already see a lot of these issues with the inaccessibility of education. A lot of people who are making middle class earning or even lower than that can't afford college and can't afford to pay for their children to go to college. And it just, as a nation, we all suffer when we're not educated.
If you can't get an education and you don't have a fair chance because you're going to come out with thousands of dollars in loans, then I think there's something wrong.
It just makes sense to provide an education for your population.